Have you ever heard of a witch who flies through the sky? Not on a broomstick, but in a mortar and pestle, guided by the wind and sweeping her trail clean with a broom made of silver birch? A witch who lives in a house that stands on giant chicken legs. A house that spins, groans, and turns its back to visitors? She's not just a monster, not just a wise woman. She's both, and neither. This is Baba Yaga, and she may be the strangest, most unpredictable witch in all of world mythology. To understand Baba Yaga, we first need to explore the vast world of Slavic mythology. This isn't a single unified religion, but a rich mosaic of beliefs that spread across Eastern Europe, from Russia and Ukraine to Poland, Belarus, and the Balkans. Slavic mythology is ancient, pre-Christian, and deeply tied to nature. The forests had spirits, the rivers had guardians. Even your home had its own protective being. It's a world of dualities, light and dark, life and death, order and chaos. And Baba Yaga sits right at the center of it. She's a threshold guardian, a keeper of the border between the natural and supernatural, between life and the world of the dead. Baba Yaga, or Baba Yaga, depending on the region, is a figure unlike any other. She's a crone, ancient, haggard, terrifying. But she's also a sorceress, a wise woman, and sometimes even a helper. Let's break down her name. Baba is a Slavic word meaning old woman or grandmother. Yaga is more mysterious, possibly related to words for horror, disease, or even witchcraft. Together, she is the old woman of dread. But what makes her fascinating is that she defies definition. In some stories, she's a villain, a child-eating monster. In others, she's a mentor who tests the hero, then gives them magical aid. Baba Yaga's appearance is the stuff of nightmares. She's described as having a long, hooked nose, teeth like iron fangs, and skin like cracked bark. She's skeletal, yet strong, ancient, yet unnervingly spry. Her fingernails are like claws, and her hair looks like moss and smoke tangled together. And then there's her house. Perched high on giant chicken legs, her hut doesn't sit still. It dances, turns, and walks through the forest. Sometimes it spins. Sometimes it hides. To make it stop and allow you entry, you must say the words. Turn your back to the forest, your front to me. Inside, a house full of skulls with glowing eyes, flickering candles made of bone, and mystical herbs hanging from the rafters. Her fence, made of human bones, and each skull atop it glows when the sun goes down. So where did Baba Yaga come from? Many scholars believe she began not as a villain, but as a nature spirit, possibly even a goddess of death and rebirth. She may have been a guardian of initiation rituals, testing those who passed into adulthood. That's why, in so many stories, she doesn't kill everyone. She challenges them. She asks questions, sets impossible tasks, and rewards courage and cleverness. Her mortar and pestle, ancient tools for grinding herbs, may link her to early shamanic practices. And her house? A representation of the liminal world, the place between life and death where transformation occurs. Let me tell you 3 of the most chilling and captivating tales from Baba Yaga's dark, twisted legacy, starting with story number 1 called Vasilisa the Beautiful. This might be the most famous Baba Yaga story, a Slavic Cinderella, but far darker. Vasilisa was a kind and beautiful young girl. Her mother died when she was still a child, but not before giving her a strange parting gift, a small wooden doll. Her mother said, "Feed her when you're in need, and she will help you." After her death, Vasilisa's father remarried a cruel woman with 2 hateful daughters. They envied Vasilisa's beauty and grace, and when her father left on a long journey, they began plotting. One night, they snuffed out all the lights in the house and commanded Vasilisa to go into the dark woods to ask Baba Yaga for fire. She walked into the forest, holding only her doll and a scrap of bread. The trees grew thicker, the shadows deeper, and the wind whispered secrets she couldn't understand. Then she saw it. A fence made of bones, glowing skulls atop each post, casting a ghostly light. In the center, a house perched on chicken legs spinning slowly. She whispered the sacred phrase, "Turn your back to the forest, your front to me." The house stopped, and the door creaked open. Inside was Baba Yaga. "What do you want, child?" "Fire, grandmother," Vasilisa whispered. The witch agreed, but only if Vasilisa completed 3 impossible tasks. 1, to separate a heap of millet from poppy seeds in a single night. 2nd, to clean the house until it gleamed. 3rd and last, to prepare a feast for Baba Yaga without using any of her food. Terrified, Vasilisa turned to her doll. And the doll moved. It sorted the grains, it swept the house, it baked the bread, all while Vasilisa slept. Baba Yaga was both impressed and suspicious. "Who helps you?" she growled. "My mother's blessing," said Vasilisa. Baba Yaga hissed. Blessings and love were poison to her kind. But she kept her word. She gave Vasilisa a skull filled with burning embers and sent her home. When Vasilisa returned, the light from the skull glowed brighter and brighter until it burned her stepmother and stepsisters to ash. A victory not just of magic, but of purity, patience, and courage. The second story is titled The 3 Riders. In another eerie tale, a wanderer, a lost soul in the woods, finds Baba Yaga's hut and dares to ask her for wisdom. She does not kill him. Instead, she tells him to observe the 3 horsemen who pass by her hut each day. One clad in white, riding in the morning light. One in red, blazing with the fire of noon. And one in black, silent as the night. He watches. And they come, like clockwork. White at dawn, red at midday, black at dusk. When he asks who they are, Baba Yaga smiles. "They are my servants, day, sun, and night." This isn't just symbolism. It suggests that Baba Yaga controls time itself, or at least holds sway over the natural order of the world. She doesn't simply live in the forest. She may be the guardian of the cosmic rhythm, the one who ensures that the day turns, the night falls, the sun rises again. This moment, subtle but powerful, shows Baba Yaga not as a wild crone, but as a primordial force, woven into the very fabric of existence. Now the third and scary story called The Oven of Bones. Now not all who meet Baba Yaga are lucky like Vasilisa. In one of the oldest, most sinister tales, a brother and sister wander too far into the woods, drawn by a strange smell, sweet like gingerbread and ash. They come upon a house. It turns to face them, and out hobbles Baba Yaga. She invites them in. The boy, cautious, stays near the door. The girl, enchanted by the smell of stew and cakes, steps too close. With a screech, Baba Yaga grabs her, throws her into a cage, and stokes the oven. She fattens the girl with strange, sticky porridge, watches her grow sleepy, then sluggish. Every night she whispers, "When you're plump enough, you'll make a lovely pie." But the sister is clever. She delays. She pretends she can't feel the heat. She tricks Baba Yaga into demonstrating how to climb inside the oven, and shoves her in. The children flee. The house screams as it burns. The bones in the fence rattle. The skulls howl. And far behind them, a broomstick rises from the ashes. The mortar floats. And the witch is never truly gone. So, is Baba Yaga a villain? A goddess? A wise woman? A monster? The answer is yes, all of the above. She is the ancient forest that both terrifies and teaches. She is the old world magic that tests your courage and your heart. She's the whisper in the woods, the house with chicken legs, the shadow in your dreams, and the guide you never expected. This is Baba Yaga, and she's not done with us yet. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into Slavic folklore, like, comment, and subscribe, because there's so much more myth, magic, and mystery ahead.